Hello, faithful followers, all three of you, and welcome to podcast numero 8. That's 8 of So Spock's Dead. I'm here today with my fabulous co-host, who would be Lewis, who is going to say hello.
Aren't you the fabulous one?
Well, yeah, there is that, but obviously, I'm just trying to big you up a bit.
Right.
Okay.
Hello, 3 followers.
Hello, 3. We've actually. I think this is the quickest we've ever been between doing one of these things, isn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah, I could get my phone out and check when the last one was, but I can't be fucked. So, hello, welcome.
Parental advisory on iTunes in the first 3 seconds.
We do have the explicit lyrics thing tagged, so it's absolutely fine. I can fucking swear in cunty bollocks as much as we fucking shit mag what. Yeah.
All right, getting aggressive now.
I'm sorry, I had a late night and I didn't sleep very well. And it's not your problem, so I'm just going to go and ring my therapist. So, Lewis.
So, Stuart.
Hello.
Hello.
You can start.
Well, thank you very much.
We've planned this one really well today, as you can tell.
Wow, your favourite, Wonder Woman?
I love Wonder Woman.
75 yesterday. Old.
She doesn't look a day over 32, does she? Bless her.
No, she doesn't. And she looks a bit Israeli now as well.
Nothing wrong with that, is
there?
there?
No, not at all. You know they're doing Batman 66 comics. Have you seen that?
No, I don't. No.
But they did one like a cross with Green Hornet and cross with British Avengers. Now they're doing one Batman 66 meets Wonder Woman 77.
Cool.
In a comic book version, so it'll look like Linda Carter.
Ooh.
Very cool.
Have you seen the Return of the Cape Crusaders?
No, but I've heard it's very good. And
I can't talk about it.
And the sequel is Two-Face is going to be William Shatner.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is there a sequel already planned?
Yeah, it's coming out next year.
Really? I didn't know that.
They had someone wrote a script. The guy that wrote the Star Trek episode for City on the Edge of Forever.
Yeah.
He wrote a script for Batman with Two-Face, but the showrunner said, I don't like him, we're never doing anything with him. So they dropped it, and they're going to do that script for the second movie.
Cool, because I have to admit...
All I've heard is good stuff, so...
I did sit there like a child with a huge grin on my face all the way through because Adam West and Burt Ward are just
really
phenomenal. And so is Julie Newmar, the only surviving member of the team that's a baddie. There is a little homage.
Isn't there a little joke because there was 3 Catwomen and then they split them?
There's a little homage at one point where you see the other two.
He's like, now you have to pick one, and does he?
Yeah, and he picks the right one, obviously. And I have to say it's really good. I watched it the other day. It gets a bit weird in the middle, and then you suddenly realise, oh yeah, I won't go any more to it. But yeah, I absolutely enjoyed it, and it was like Saturday morning TV again when I was like 6, and I loved it, absolutely loved it, and I'm so glad there's another one. Fantastic. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
With William Shatner.
With Bill Shatner, who you love.
I do like him.
You would like to sit on his lap?
I'd just like to meet him.
On the captain's chair, on the Enterprise bridge.
I'd just be near him while he's sitting there.
Did you see the picture? Inappropriately.
The thing they did, the Star Trek experience, is it? You know when I said we wanted to go?
Yeah.
Get the Admiral package for $4,000 or whatever it was.
What, that no one sponsored us?
I know.
How rude.
They did a picture with everyone, with Shatner in the chair, and then you had George Takei, Walter, basically anyone who was in Star Trek. They were all on the bridge of the original crew.
Yeah, I'm sure I've seen it.
George Takei sitting there trying to smile.
I wonder why.
And literally, the story said they put aside their differences for the fans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think they did somehow.
Well funny. The last trailer for Star Wars Rogue One, have you seen that?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have seen it
with joy.
With Darth Sugar in it.
I know.
Sorry, that's a little
Sugar
apprentice
Daddy.
joke. Sorry. Yeah, it does look really good. I have to say.
I like the feel of it. It feels very original trilogy.
All these new films so far, I know everyone like, it's the same as the first one. Yeah, well, whatever, get over it. They just seem really good.
Yes. I like the fact that they've got a load of AT-ATs walking around and that. It looks really cool.
And there's what's his name? Glover, being cast as Lando Calrissian in the new Han Solo film for 2 years' time.
Yes, 2018?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool little casting.
Is it Donald? Or so,
Donald Glover, yeah.
Donald Glover, yeah.
He wanted to be Spider-Man.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's been hired for Spider-Man Homecoming, but he's not obviously Spider-Man.
Oh. How rude.
How rude. Yeah, no, I like it. It looks cool. It's got a nice feel to it, and I like the way that they try and change the music a little bit, just to sort of... It's the same, but not. It looks very good.
Well, it is a Star Wars story.
It is a Star Wars story. It's not Star Wars. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 as well.
Yes, I've seen the trailer for that.
Oh my god. Cannot wait for that film.
Yeah, little baby Groot.
Yeah, the little look at the end where he's looking through and it's just on his shoulder.
It does look really good. Yeah, Marvel films have got a bit meh for me personally. Just on a personal, they're all right, and I'll watch them, but they're a bit meh. Oh really? Oh, bad guy.
I thought Civil War was one of their best ones. I'll be honest.
But it is. Oh look, let's have a massive fight scene. Bit of talking. Oh, let's have another massive fight scene. Bit of talking.
That's why the Doctor Strange looks good, I think, because it would be different. And Guardians was different as well because it was just mad.
Yeah, I like and I like Ant-Man because it wasn't just fighting and it was funny and it was
really funny,
clever.
Yeah.
Clever funny. So that some of them, the big ones, I think have just got a bit fight scene talk. But yeah, some of the off-piste ones, should we call it, the sort of are really good and are definitely worth a watch. Doctor Strange, I don't know.
I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, I will get around to watching it.
Because it's completely different and it's got to be... the early reviews are like positive.
Yeah.
But then people just suck Marvel's cock, so I'll never know if it's good or not until I watch it myself.
Even with Tilda Swinton instead of a Tibetan monk.
Yeah. She can be asexual, can't she?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, she is. I can't stand her. I said that very quietly in case she's listening. Sorry, I think you're a really awful actress.
Awkward.
Awkward moment. But do you know what? She's never going to hear this, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
I like
hashtag
her.
Tilda
She's
Swinton.
Good.
There's something about her. Just something about her makes my shit itch. I didn't like her in Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe. Didn't like her in Snowpiercer. Didn't like her in... what's it? Is she in the Hunger Games or one of those teen flick things as something? I don't know.
All right, let's get off the hate train.
All right, yeah, but just... Anyway, moving on swiftly. Yes, so Lewis, what's next?
The Wolverine 3 is now called Logan.
Yes, I have.
The trailer
I watched that this morning.
Very cool with Johnny Cash and Hurt. I love that. He puts his claws through the guy's head.
I watched both versions. The sort of.
I haven't seen the Red Band one yet. I will.
Yeah, I've seen the one where he puts his claws through someone's head.
I've seen a picture.
And I've seen the version where there's a slightly different shot and he's doing something else. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Wolverine films.
Well, the Wolverine I liked until the end. It got a bit CGI'd, but this one looks good because they're trying to be a bit different. Because X-Men Apocalypse, on all accounts, was shit. I saw the honest trailer and they just fucking ripped it apart. But other than that, I haven't seen it. You can only hear it so many times it's crap before you're like, well, I don't want to waste 2 hours of my time.
It's
another Wolverine origin shoved in there, so that's always good because we've only had 4 of those already.
It's not crap. Going slightly off topic, it's not crap, but it's not the best film ever. They do make a very funny joke about how the third one's always the worst.
Well done.
Yeah, kind of.
What do you say? Well done, X-Men. You played yourself.
It's a shame because I think the cast are really good.
There's nothing to do, right?
Sansa Stark. I can't remember her real name. So sorry. She's really quite good as Jean Grey. I think she portrays the character really well. Yeah, all right. Scott Summers is a bit of a dick, but then he's a teenager. Teenagers are dicks.
And he is a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Like he is, isn't he? He's very much, I'm in charge.
Yeah.
Job's worth, isn't he? But you still like him.
And I think they all, but I think the script's terrible to be in parts. It's not always horrendous, but it is bits and pieces of it. It does fall into fight talk, Sumbo. And it just, the baddie's not very bad.
He looks a bit like...
he can do things, but why doesn't he?
He's a bit purpley. Yeah.
He is very purple, yeah. Why doesn't he just...
Vaporise everyone.
Yeah, there's a bit where he kind of like rips people's heads off with sand.
And then
well, just do it all the way through the fucking film then, You're so fucking badass, do that. No, I shall do strange talking and... whatever. And bad fight scene at the end. Other than that. So, sorry.
Yeah, no, I like the look of Logan. We've got old Charles Xavier, who's blind
very
apparently.
Old. He's very, very old, isn't he?
And the little girl is meant to be X-23. Wow, that's the rumour.
Oh, is it?
Stephen Merchant's in it.
Is he?
He's the tall guy with the hat and the thing over his face. Apparently he's really good.
God, I can't stand him either.
You just no love in your heart. I like the way it's different now, where he's got scars.
Yeah.
He's actually scarred now, and he looks older. Although if he can't age because of his...
I think he can age. Logan can age, or Wolverine, sorry, can age, but it's just very, very slow.
No, because it must be decades after the end of Days of Future Past.
So how the hell is Patrick Stewart still going?
It's just powerful, isn't he? Well, he already died in the third one and came back. Just out of fucking nowhere. So, he's just a legend, isn't he?
Yeah, that is true. He is Patrick Stewart. He can do whatever he likes, bless him.
He could do anything.
Yeah.
He could literally do anything, I wouldn't mind.
He could read the telephone directory.
He's amazing, Oscar.
And Anderson J 742938. Yes. Anderson K.
You have the bridge number 1.
Crossing streams there, Lewis.
I know,
crossing
I am.
Streams.
Crossing streams.
Oh, talking of crossing streams. I can't remember his name. Plays Dum Dum Duggan in the films.
What films?
Films.
Just in films.
Yeah. And he plays the bad guy in Legends of Tomorrow, playing Dark. Damien Dark. Yeah, him. He's in Marvel now. He's in DC, because he's in DC films. He's also in Star Trek. He plays Ensign Hawke in Star Trek First Contact. So he's in 3 major universes.
What was he in Marvel?
He's Dum Dum Duggan in Captain America.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he's in Marvel, DC, Star Trek.
He did Agent Carter as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
He came in for an episode of Agent Carter.
He needs Star Wars, and he'll have the whole set.
They're the most popular franchises that are out at the moment.
Yeah. So he just needs a bit part in a Star Wars film, and he's got everything. He'll be at every comic convention for the next ever.
400 years.
Yeah.
Never have to work again. Never have to real work again. Just sit at one Comic-Cons.
That popped in my head the other day, and I'm like, ooh, how exciting.
Doctor Who, Christmas.
Yes, it's not too far away.
It wasn't really a trailer, but it was kind of a trailer, like a behind-the-scenes thing.
Yeah.
But still, it looks cool.
Yeah, I'm still not sure about Matt Lucas, but
I don't. That's not the thing.
I
I'm
don't
worried
dislike him.
I'm not worried about him. I like him, but I'm worried about the superhero.
What, Doctor Mysterio?
Yeah, the return of Doctor Mysterio. I don't understand why we're going to. Why does Doctor Who have to do superheroes? He's got his own thing going on, so I'm not sure about that.
But is it Matt Smith?
But the Doctor is back.
Is it Matt Smith?
Finally. Why would it be Matt Smith?
There's a rumour that Matt Smith's in it.
Why would it? Why?
It's just something I read somewhere on Facebook, so obviously it's got to be true.
I would love that. If not for him to be Doctor Mysterio, but for just him to be in it, because he's my favourite Doctor, isn't he? So.
Oh, God.
Right, just because I'm not as old as you.
Oh, piss off. I think I can't wait for Christmas. I can't wait for it to be on. I can't wait to see it.
It's been off for so long.
I know.
Having a year off is bad.
Year. Even when it was Tennant doing other stuff for that year, there were still 4 episodes during the year.
Yeah.
But he's doing Sherlock, isn't he?
Yeah.
Moffat.
Which is on soon, isn't it?
Oh, I should hope
next
it's been
year.
in pre-production for about a year and a half.
They filmed it now,
yeah.
I think. But everyone's so busy. They've got things to do. Isn't it his last series for Doctor Who as well?
Yeah, Moffat gives up this year.
Isn't Capaldi leaving as well?
There's a rumour.
They leave at the same time. Might be a good idea, and then start fresh.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think I should just carry on, because he's actually really quite good. I do like him. I think it took him a while to really settle in, but Series 9 he was amazing. I was getting a bit bored of Clara. I've got to be brutally honest.
I know I like Clara, but it's time for her to move on. She spent too much time, because it was too long. It was like 3 series, wasn't it? You don't have that long. You have like 1 or 2, and then you fuck off.
Well, you did in the classic Doctor Who. You had people there for years.
It's not
Jamie McCrimmon. Hey, you have to watch the Patrick Troughton there. You should watch the War Games. It's really good. But anyway.
Oh, they're doing that cartoon's out soon, isn't it?
Yes, really soon. Power of the Daleks, the second Doctor story. The
lost episode, wasn't it? They've got the audio, though, haven't they? So they're just going to put it over.
It's out on November the 5th, I believe. Somebody else, BBC Story, tweeted it last night. It's out on November the 5th, and I think they're putting out an episode a day for that week, because that takes it, I think it's 50 years from the anniversary of when it was first broadcast on November the 5th, 1966.
How many parts is it?
Probably 4, but in those days it could have been 1,000 because they were like
Each story took like
12
5 episodes.
parters. The Dalek Master Plan is 12 parts.
It's
a good story. I've read the book. I've read the novelisation of it. It is a really good story, but it's a 12-parter.
This is a bit like too much.
Yeah, it was 2 books.
They were moaning about 2-parters in a recent series, but
Yeah,
I love a 2-parter.
Things have moved on, Lewis.
I know.
You know, things have changed.
It's quick. Everything's got to be quick
I
now.
know. I don't like it. I like things to develop, and a 12-part story is a whole season now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, drifting away. So, Dr. Class. I did watch because it's about 11:45 on the 22nd of October, and it was released to BBC iPlayer just under 2 hours ago. So I watched about the first 5 minutes of it. I don't think it's going to be that bad. It's just nice to have something different on.
I thought you were going to say, I don't think it's going to be that good. I'm not convinced by the trailer. The best thing is, for me, was the Doctor in the trailer. So.
Yeah, but you're obsessed. And that's coming from me. I've been a fan for 40 years.
I'm not obsessed. I just like the Doctor. I like that he's actually, because we haven't seen him for so long.
Yeah.
It's good that he's dropping by, as we've missed him for ages.
In fact, Lewis is just setting it to download on his Skybox. Yeah, the first 2 episodes are out today.
Other TV platforms are available.
Yeah, they are indeed. I have BT, and I've also had Virgin Media in the past. It's rubbish.
I just finished watching Luke Cage. You haven't watched any?
I haven't watched any of that,
Netflix,
no.
have you? Oh
No.
my god, it's amazing.
Is it good?
Yes.
I don't know Daredevil and Jessica Jones and
They're
Luke
brilliant.
Cage. Are they?
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. This one isn't in Hell's Kitchen. It was in Harlem, and they tried to make it really feel like Harlem with the music and all that. And they have like cameos of people. You wouldn't know them because I say relevant. They were popular
He's so
20
rude
years
to me,
ago.
isn't he? So rude to me.
Like, do you know who Method Man is?
Yeah.
He was in it. You
Yeah,
don't know who that is?
yeah, right,
Faith
sure.
Evans was in it.
Yeah. Oh, that's my favourite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's really good. I heard there was a bit of a moan though because the cast is predominantly black, and people were moaning about that, saying it's racist. But for years it's been the other way round. So why can't we do it this way? I think there's like 2 white people in it, and it's so good. It doesn't matter about race. I don't care about race as long as it's good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's one of those ones that develops through the show, and you just like each episode you want more and more. And because it's binge worthy, it's like binge one because of Netflix. You just want to spend more and more time in the world because they're just such good characters.
Yeah.
And they're so strong as well. The woman policeman, her name's Misty Knight. She's a vigilante in the comics.
Sounds a bit porn star.
But she is really, really good. Like, she's so strong.
Yeah.
And Rosario Dawson's in it. She's night nurse. She's just, like, incredible.
Cool.
But she shows up in all of them, and she'll be in the Defenders.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it at New York Comic Con. They showed who the Defenders bad guy's going to be. Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, a bit of Siggy.
So maybe the rumours are now that they might tie in the movies a little bit more because Sigourney Weaver's such a huge
Yeah.
star. Like, it was completely surprised. Well, no one knew. They just brought her out on stage and went, this is the bad guy for the Defenders, and then Sigourney Weaver walked in.
Hello.
Like, what the fuck?
Half the audience wet itself.
Yeah, including the people at home, like me.
Oh.
Sigourney Weaver's amazing.
Yeah, that is true. She's apart from there's a couple of things she's really bad in.
Apparently in the new Ghostbusters, she's shit. All the cameos are shit, apparently, in that.
Yeah, I don't think that film exists now. I think it's been
It got so
erased from history.
It just got shit on by everybody.
I haven't seen it.
No,
I
no
don't
way.
want to see it. I've got to be honest.
I'm going to watch it just to make my own mind up, but I just feel like apparently it's just really shitty jokes. Like it was that the honest trailer said it was Paul Feige's Paul Feig or whatever his name is. It's like his B-roll, like all the shit jokes that he came up that he's just like left by the wayside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, if it's on a Christmas one year, I might
Watch it.
Yeah, if I'm drunk. This guy's the girly guy.
There's an old Bill Murray. But he's not. Well, hang on. Is this set in the same universe or what?
Dan Aykroyd and the black
Ernie
one.
Hudson.
And, the other one's dead. So he won't be in it. Which is a bit of a shame.
You liking the new TV series then? The new TV season?
Well, I'm loving Supergirl. As you know,
Oh
I'm
my
a
God.
massive fan of Supergirl.
Oh my God. I think that's my favourite show this year.
I
And Superman, I don't even know who he is,
No.
but they've cast a perfect
Is
person.
he not? Now, I did see something, and I meant to read it, and again, Facebook, the font of all knowledge. And it was an article entitled "Why," whatever his name
Tyler something.
is better than Henry Cavill.
Well, of course they're going to do that, yeah.
And he is.
Well, I don't even know
He
who he
is
is.
Superman.
As soon as I saw pictures of him, I thought he doesn't look right. I don't
he
like
does,
him.
though.
I don't
He's
like
perfect.
him. And then I watched it, and I was like blown away. And the fact that there's little hints at him being in Metropolis and Perry White shouting at him and stuff. I'm like, he needs to have his own show. Like, that needs to happen.
Definitely.
They've said that we want to try and get him back for this series of Supergirl, but they need to do a Superman show. It hasn't been on since Smallville. So it's been 5 years since Smallville ended, and that wasn't really Superman.
No.
I think they've cast a perfect person.
They just work together so well as actors.
And
as
she's just
characters.
so, like, optimistic. She's so happy. Like, when they did the Flash episode, she was just like, the bit where she brought, like I said before, when he got the ice cream, and she went, yay! Like, she's just, instead of being miserable and horrible, she's just really happy and, like, happy to be doing this.
Yeah.
Like the bit where they come in and go, oh, sorry, hashtag having too much fun.
Yeah.
And John Jones is just like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I know.
And they've got that little beef because of the kryptonite.
Yeah.
And they just give each other shit. But then when they come together and fight together, it's Martian Manhunter and Superman fighting. How fucking cool is that?
Right, all we need now is Batman.
I know.
We've got the Flash. We've got Green Arrow.
I would imagine that they would give them Batman. If they give them Superman and it works, and it has worked, I don't see why they can't do Batman as well.
I know.
It was just, I was blown away by those first 2 episodes.
I was a little
blown
bit.
away.
Is this going to work? Is this going to work? Is this going to work? And yes, it really did work. Those first 2 episodes, I absolutely really enjoyed.
Loved them.
Quite a lot.
And I love the little subtle hint that the fact that it's moved channel when they said, have you always had this place? And he was like, yep, it's always been here. It's a little bit better than the last place.
Yeah.
It's like little subtle hint that it works better on the CW. I haven't noticed the money change. The budget change.
The only thing I'm really upset about, and I did actually shed a tear for,
she almost shed a tear. I know what you're going to talk about.
Is Kat.
Yes, she had a tear as well, and that little hug they had, and I was like, why does Supergirl make me cry every week?
And I'm really upset, and I know there's various reasons that she doesn't want to be in it, and that's
she
fine.
will come back.
I'm sure she will. But
I kind of like Snapper. He's quite funny. Is it Snapper?
Yeah.
Because he's just a dick.
Yeah. And I know him from something else that he's been in, but I can't remember what it is.
Hopefully she'll be able to, like, because she obviously brought Kat. I like the little thing where she was like, you can pick whatever you want to do, and eventually she said reporter, and she got out the thing and said, I knew the first time I met you that you
there may have been a tear at that point as well.
I was like, oh my God, Kat, you're amazing. Why are you leaving?
I know.
And at the end, when Supergirl came and spoke to her, I was like, this is the time that Kat has to tell her that she knows who she is. And she didn't. She played oblivious.
Yeah.
I'm like, is she playing a game, or is this like she doesn't know? Because she's not stupid.
No. Have I told you my name's Catherine? I'm not telling you my real name. Yeah. There's a really good play between the two of them as characters and actors, and I think that dynamic's going to really be missed a little bit. I know you got this new guy who's the new Cat, and he's going to be a twat. And
you say that
though,
but another strong female character is going to come in because Linda Carter's going to be president. She's in the third episode.
Yes, she is, isn't she? Yes, Linda Carter. No, I'm not doing that. We'll get banned from YouTube or something. Yes, I'd forgotten she was in that. Yeah, I can't wait.
I'd like to see what kind of relationship they have.
Hopefully quite good.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm a bit annoyed that Flashpoint didn't bring her into everyone else's universe because that didn't happen. They're still in separate universes.
Well, we don't know yet because going to the Flash slightly.
No, they've said that they're in separate universes still, which is really annoying because how are they going to do this crossover?
But
she can't move through to the other universe. He's going to have to go and get her and bring her in.
He screwed everything up royally, completely,
oh God,
and totally.
It's all gone wrong.
I mean, even though Flashpoint in inverted commas is gone, it's still there because of what's happened.
Sawman, Tobin Bell, he's bringing everyone's powers back. That's cool, and I love his voice. I think he's brilliant. I don't know why they've not brought Supergirl in, because in the comics when they did Flashpoint, they brought in Vertigo, so like Constantine and all that. They all came into the mainstream universe.
Yeah.
And they've just done another one with Rebirth where they brought in the Watchmen. So I thought this is a perfect opportunity to bring in Supergirl so that they're all in the same universe, but it didn't happen.
But we don't know how he's fucked things up.
Well, he's fucked things up royally because Sarah's not around, baby Sarah. It's Connor Hawke. Well, that's what he calls himself in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else did he change? Cisco's brother.
Yeah. Everyone hated each other.
Caitlin Snow.
Oh, Killer Frost.
Fucking
dun, dun,
cool.
dun.
There's actually an episode, I think it's episode 9 or something, so it's called Killer Frost.
Yeah.
How on the nose is that?
Oh.
So hopefully she won't actually be Killer Frost, she'll just have the powers.
Yeah, hopefully, because she's lovely.
She's cool. Yeah, and then Jesse Quick came in.
Yes.
Just to shit all over her.
I know.
He's just standing there going, I want to be fast.
I have to admit, I was sat there watching the latest episode going, how much more are they going to telegraph in that
he's Kid Flash?
that he's going to have a dream
I know.
with Dr. Alchemy.
As soon as the girl, Magenta or whatever her name is, she's like, I had a dream. And he's like, maybe I'll have a dream.
Yeah, I'm going to have a dream.
And maybe I'm going to go to Alchemy and get my powers.
I genuinely thought at the end of the episode he was going to be in bed going...
Well, when he goes to Alchemy, he's going to have everyone else save him. Because if he doesn't do what Alchemy says, then he's going to kill him.
But Magenta's not dead yet, is she?
No, because they're protecting her. But the rival, he killed him.
Yeah,
didn't he?
Yeah. Invisibly.
Honestly, Flashpoint wasn't a great episode for me. I didn't love it. Did not love it. Last season was the same. When the first episode came on, I was like, it's not great. And then the second episode, it was amazing.
Yeah, I think they could have played with it a bit more than they did.
I think Flashpoint should have been a crossover event where you saw what happened in Arrow's universe and things like that. Do you know what I mean? Because the Flashpoint story in the comic is amazing. Yeah. Like, you have Bruce died instead of Thomas. So Thomas is Batman and he's a fucking arsehole. He just goes around beating the shit out of people, killing people.
Yeah.
Cyborg's like, you can't kill people. And Martha Wayne is to the Joker.
Yeah.
And you've got Wonder Woman and Aquaman like fighting over the world. I know they can't do all these things, but at least bring in the other characters so you can see what happened to them. It's a bit annoying. It's a bit annoying.
Yeah, it was a bit meh.
Yeah. And then when they did the next episode, Paradox, I was like, well, why didn't they? This is amazing. How could they not do this in the first episode?
Yeah.
But not a massive fan of the first episode.
Well, I think the Flash is a bit up and down sometimes.
Yeah.
I think mid-season I hate using mid-season.
I saw set photos of Mark Hamill back.
Oh yes, as the Joker.
He looks like the Joker.
Yes.
Is he the Joker from the third Earth 3? Because of the Flash. What's his name again? I can't remember his name.
The Trickster.
No, the Flash in Earth 3.
His dad.
Yeah, but what was his name in Earth 3? Is not his dad's name, is it? I can't remember what it is. But that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because they've already established that doppelgangers are different people. So that's amazing. But I had a thought, they won't ever do this, but remember Fringe when they got into the second universe and then they had one episode in our universe and then in the Red universe? They could do Earth 1, Barry, Earth 2, Jesse Quick, and then Earth 3, the Earth 3 Flash.
Yeah.
And they could do that alternate through each other. They won't ever do that, but that would be really cool to have different storylines going on. Then it would break up, because I found last season it was just having the same bad guy for 22 episodes was really boring.
It did go on a little bit. How are they going to defeat him this week?
This way, it would be good because you could have 3 different things going on at once. It'd be fucking hard to write, but...
That's why it's not going to happen.
No, I know. But, I can dream. Why would they go to Earth 3 to see the Joker? Unless the Joker manages to get into Earth 1.
Probably.
And then the Flash follows him.
Yeah. No, I saw that the other day. I went, ooh.
I know. How cool is it that he can be live action Joker? Because he's amazing, right?
Yeah.
His voice.
He is. I still haven't watched Batman animated series from the 90s. I've got Superman, Justice League, all of that, and everything else since. But I haven't watched it all the way through. I've watched the first episode and I think, oh, that's quite good. It's a bit dark. And then I moved on to something else and forgot all about it. I've got it all somewhere on DVD or something. But I never watched it. But I really do think he does play the Joker very well.
He's really good in the Arkham games. That's how I really got to know him as a Joker, and he's really good.
Yeah.
He says he's going to retire, but Clearly not.
No.
He says it changes vocal cords.
There's this thing called money.
I know.
And being one of the biggest things in films at the minute,
you can
also
fucking work anywhere.
It's quite a draw. But obviously, of course, you've got the fact that he played the trickster against Barry Allen's
Flash.
dad
Yeah.
in the 1990s TV show,
Then
which is a little bit weird, and came
Then
back as a trickster to the same character.
Yeah.
To be, what the fuck?
And now he's the Joker in Earth 3.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
It's a little bit fucked up, but I think if they do it right, it could actually be quite good.
I know you don't watch Arrow, but it's come back better.
Has it got better?
Because it was fucking awful at the end of last season. I mean, awful. If you look at IMDb, I think the last episode was 5.5 or something. It was fucking awful. Like, the last 6 episodes were just terrible.
Yeah.
And now it's good. He's recruited a new team and he's training them. But then it can still fall flat on its face like it did last season, so I'm not holding my breath. But so far...
Yeah. But it's one of these things, the longer it goes on, the
harder
more difficult it is to...
The good thing is, though, because they had a 5-year plan when they started, so he was away for 5 years on the island, although he wasn't on the island for 5 years, because he went off and did other things. He joined the Bratva in Russia, and they're finally doing that storyline in the flashbacks for Season 5. Right. So at the end of this season, he'll get rescued from the island, so it'll bring it back to the first episode.
Right.
And then they could end it. They won't, because they've already said they're just going to do like a reboot for Season 6. So like they can stop doing flashbacks, I think, because people are getting a bit bored of flashbacks. Because they're shit sometimes. This one's good, though, because the Bratva storyline's good, the Russians. It's quite cool. But I'm just hoping it doesn't fall on its face again.
I'll get around to watching it at some point. It's just something, it's not a character I'm very interested in. He just flings some arrows, boo, 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 whoopee. Flash is like superhuman powers, and Supergirl's got superhuman powers. Shut up.
Legends was good. I watched the first episode where she slept with the fucking Queen.
I know.
I know he tells her off for it. And she's just like, she seduced me.
Right. Where is Rory going? I can only call him Rory because that's who he was in Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, where has he gone?
What the actual?
Well, we haven't seen the second episode yet because we're a bit behind.
No.
But they're going to find him, aren't they?
Well,
no, they can't because Justice Society of America. They showed up at the end, didn't they, and went, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
Yeah, but
apparently, I don't know who died, but someone dies in the second episode, and apparently it's a big character. So maybe Rory's dead, and it's a shock. Oh. It's a shocker. I like the fact they're bringing the JSA in. That's quite cool.
Yeah, from the 40s, golden age type thing.
Yeah.
Is it Power Girl? Power Girl, the one with the star in her chest?
No, Stargirl.
Stargirl.
Oh, Star Spangled Banner, Stargirl. There's a few. I can't remember them.
I think Power Girl's Marvel.
They did JSA in Smallville as well. That was quite cool.
Yeah.
They had Hawkman and Stargirl.
So, could this be setting up for a Justice League?
The crossover looks pretty cool. Episode 8, where they're going against some alien race. I can't remember what they're called now. But it's literally going to be massive, and it's going to be over the week.
Oh, is it? Cool. Does that mean I'm going to have to get an episode of Arrow?
Supergirl, Flash, Arrow, Legends. Yeah, you have to watch it, otherwise you won't know what's going on.
I did,
but it won't be. I'm sure it won't be an Arrow because there's a massive crossover, so they're all in it. Apparently, Sarah fancies Supergirl. Obviously.
There's a surprise.
I know.
Oh.
Why wouldn't you?
Anything blonde, really, isn't she?
Powerful woman.
Yeah, there is
and Arrow keeps his distance because he's the Batman of the group. He doesn't trust aliens. They don't have Batman, so they just treat Arrow as Batman.
Because he's a billionaire playboy. Yeah. Isn't he mayor now?
He is
mayor,
yeah. Not a very good one.
I only got that from Legends of Tomorrow. I haven't actually watched Flash, as you may have mentioned.
Flash obviously likes her, so...
I'm so sorry. I don't know if you've been watching. Have you been watching The Good Place?
No.
No?
Is that the one where she's dead?
Yeah.
No.
It's a bit up and down.
Not watching that.
But I have to say, the best thing in it is Ted Danson. And I never thought I'd ever say that.
Do you not like him?
No, I think he's all right, but he's usually second fiddle to someone else. Cheers he was very good in, but since then...
He's in CSI for a few years.
CSI, but I got to admit, he's absolutely fucking brilliant. He plays the architect of the good place where these people go when they die. and he's just absolutely amazing. He is so watchable. When he's on screen, you can't take your eyes off him because he's got that little level of manicness that this character has. He called Michael. I do recommend you watch it.
Is it like Purgatory or something?
No. Oh, God, no. This is The Good Place. The first episode's the best one.
So it's like heaven?
It's not heaven.
Oh.
All right. It isn't heaven.
Is that because they don't want to offend anyone?
Well, I think they do describe it quite well, I believe, in the first episode. He said, most religions have got it about 5% right. About the good place and the bad place. Because there is a bad place where most people go. He said there's this one guy who got it 96% right, and they got this photograph of him on the wall. They're all going, we can believe it. We're all listening in, going, oh my God, what? It's worth watching. If you've got,
is she like, she's bad, isn't she? And she should have gone to the bad place, right?
She's not bad, but there's been a bit of a cock up, and there's another twist as well, which I won't say because if you do watch it, but yeah, basically she's gone to the wrong place. She's the wrong Ellen, and it's her kind of journey of trying to sort things out. There's some quite funny stuff in it. It's worth watching. I have to say, it's worth watching. Definitely. I
started watching a few, I think 4 series I've started watching, new ones this year. This Is Us, which is like a dramedy thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Did you just say dramedy?
Yeah. The Exorcist, which I kind of like. They kind of
good?
It's good. I like it. They've literally just got to the exorcism though, which was like 4 or 5 episodes in. But yeah, I like it. I do. Well, Timeless. Have you seen that?
Yes.
I liked it. The last one was Atomic City in the 50s, 60s, 62. So JFK was in it, and they had like a nuclear bomb going off in the desert.
I was sick of nuclear bombs going off in places.
I kind of like it.
I watched the first one. I'm not saying it's horrendous, but
the first one isn't like. I think because they've got so much setup to do. Yeah. It's hard. The second one's Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Is the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. That one's good because they play with things like. Because the pilot's black, isn't he? And they come back, they go back to that night that he gets killed and the Civil War's just over and he's just abolished slavery. So everyone's happy and la la la. And then he goes, after tonight, everything's going to change for them. And it plays with that a little bit. So it is a bit of fun, but at the same time, it's got a serious side to it. I really like it. I think it's cool.
It seems a bit like Doctor Who was set up to be. Let's go back in time and see what things were like.
Yeah, but also they change things. Every episode they change something.
Yeah.
Like in the first one, obviously Hindenburg crashed at in a different time, and the second one, it's not the bad guy kills Abraham Lincoln, like the main bad guy.
Not John Wilkes Booth.
And she saves General Ulysses Grant.
Oh right.
So.
Get you.
So she's in history
classes.
And when they go back, no one knows difference. But she's obviously lost. Did you see that bit at the end?
I've seen the second one.
Her sister disappears at the end of the first episode.
Oh, yeah. That was her daughter, isn't it?
No, her sister.
Her sister, oh, right.
And her mum is happy.
Yeah.
She's also engaged. That's awkward as fuck because when he knows her and she's like, I don't know who you are. Yeah. And she's trying to get her sister back, and the main guy's trying to get his wife back. So they're trying to abuse history in a way that can. Yeah, I like it. It's good.
I will give it a go. I've watched the first one, and I'm not going to judge it just yet because it was a pilot. Not keen on the English bloke who plays.
Yeah, and I don't know. He sounds like a dick.
Is it the Elon Musk characters type thing?
I don't
more
like
money than sense.
And he's like, record their conversations. Why?
Yeah. And
I like the little setup of the bad guy knows the woman, but she doesn't know him because of time.
Yeah.
Timey-wimey.
Doctor Who. River Song. There we go.
Yeah, I know. Someone stole a storyline
and
here.
he's got a diary. And a time machine.
So what's been watching Doctor Who?
Oh dear, I wonder where they got that from. And Bill and Ted. It's a bit Bill and Ted, isn't it?
Yeah, Bill and Ted's amazing though.
Oh yeah. But
Can't deny that.
It's a bit. Let's see what we can nick from time travel shows. I'm surprised I've got a time tunnel from the 1960s. They could just walk into, which would be good. But it's okay. I will give it a few more episodes before I make complete judgment on it.
Also loving Westworld. That's the 4th one I'm watching. You obviously find that boring.
I don't find it boring. But
I love the way that they've given them an hour for each one, so everything can breathe. It's not all. This has to happen really quick.
40 minutes, yeah.
I really like it. James Marsden is brilliant. I love the whole cast. I think they're amazing. And
I do.
the person who plays the main one, I can't remember her name now. How stupid is that? She's so good. And then they flip out her dad at the end of the first episode. And the dad knows what's happening.
Yeah.
He knows that he's going to go into cold storage, and he cries, and he's like, why do I feel for an android? They've made it for the other way around, don't they? So that you feel for the android instead of the humans. Because the humans are complete dicks in this.
I don't feel anything for any of them at the minute.
You're horrible. Anthony Hopkins, he's amazing.
He's all right.
So is his like protege.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Wright, is that his name? I love him. I think he's absolutely brilliant.
Don't get me wrong. I think the acting's good. I think the setting is absolutely fucking gorgeous.
Well, yeah, it'd be good on a big screen, wouldn't it?
They must have spent hundreds of millions on this. I think the hype was a bit too much. Saying this is the new Game of Thrones. It's not.
No, I really think it's good. I think they've done really well with it.
But I don't like Ed Harris.
He's not really in it.
But I don't like his character. I don't get it. I don't understand what he's trying to do. I know you're not supposed to.
Well, he's trying to find a deeper level, isn't he?
Well, he's trying to find what's going on, probably, and how it's all done and whatever. And I just don't...
Dolores.
And I don't care. I want it to be Westworld with Yul Brynner. I can't help it. I love that film. And
but it's not going to be like that, is it?
No, I know. But that's what, androids all went bad and nasty and started killing people.
Well, I've read a rumour that he is an android, but he's not, because he can kill humans.
But that could just be a glitch in his programming.
No, I mean, he can't... Sorry, they can't kill him. The androids can't... He can't die from the android shots. Because the androids can't kill the humans, can they?
But he could have reprogrammed himself.
No, I think he's definitely a human. But he's a dick. Like, a horrible dick. And he scalps people. But everyone seems to have gone near him. Like, the madam, the hooker in the bar, she has memories.
But then he said he's been going there for 30 years. And the park's been open 30 years.
Yeah, maybe.
So
I like that Dolores... you haven't seen the third episode, so I can't talk about it. Have you noticed anything about Dolores? Like, that she's becoming more self-aware?
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was a natural thing, and I thought her and James Marsden would figure it all out together. But Jeffrey Wright's character, the black dude with the glasses, he's giving her a conscience. Like, he's letting her remember certain things, not everything.
Yeah.
But he's letting her become self-aware, and he's making her... Because you saw the second episode where they have a conversation.
Yeah.
Or in the third one, he's saying, I think I've made a mistake. I don't think you should have to forget what you've seen, because it might fuck you up.
Yeah.
Even though she's the oldest and she's never glitched.
Yeah.
But that's probably because he's letting her breathe. And you can tell from the first episode that she's different. And she's just acting along, playing the part.
Yeah.
It's very clever, I think.
It's not horrendous. I'm not trying to slag it off. I mean, it is.
I love the fact that there's
good.
certain storylines as well where she drops the tin and then he comes up and speaks to her. And then when he gets distracted, someone else does, and you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
And then wants to run away with him, but he's just not. He doesn't know. He's not self-aware, so he's like, yes, one day, and she's like calls him on it, and like. One day means never.
I got to be honest, I didn't think he was an android. I thought he was a real life person.
Yeah, on the first episode.
That twisted the fuck out of my head at the
end. I know, it was cool, wasn't it? It was a good twist, because especially when that whore goes up to him and goes, "You're new."
Yeah.
But he's not new. He's been coming after
every day for however many years. Yeah.
No, I like it. But
there's some good stuff. And as I said, I'm not just trying to be a bitch about it. I think I need another couple of episodes to.
That Tandy Newton character as well, she's remembering the Man in Black.
Yeah.
And she had a daughter.
That was a weird scene.
She had a daughter, and he obviously scalped her or whatever,
yeah.
But it seems like she's naturally becoming self-aware. But when she got cut open, because I thought I put her in sleep mode, and she said earlier in the episode, if she has a nightmare, she counts and then wakes up. So she was asleep, but she's worked out, she's becoming self-aware on her own. That's pretty cool. But she ran away with a fucking cut stomach open and then saw James Marsden like dead. Yeah. And she's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Where are we?
That did remind me a little bit of Prometheus.
But then when he comes back in the bar and he's talking, she flashes and remembers and he goes off. But when he gets killed in front of her, she's just like, what the fuck? I can't believe, like, he just gets slaughtered every episode. He gets killed. It's like, leave him alone. He's a nice guy, man.
It's like being back in the X-Men franchise.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, basically, I love it. I think it's one of the best things I've ever
I'm
seen.
sure it'll get better. I think with everything, it's new. They've got to establish lots of stuff in the first few episodes, and it takes time to do that properly.
Yeah.
You know, Game of Thrones wasn't superbly superb from episode 1. It took me a few episodes to get into it really and understand who these people are and what. So I will give it a fair suck of the sav, which I really like saying on these. And yeah, I'll get around to watching the latest one as soon as it's on television.
Television.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
We're watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Am I watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., please?
Ghost Rider.
Does the Pope shit in the woods?
Ghost Rider.
I wasn't sure.
Fucking awesome. And he's got a car
Yeah.
that fucking goes on fire. And he's just, in the latest episode, he's got a chain. I'm like, fucking yes, he's got the chain. It's amazing.
I really, really wasn't sure about it when I was like, oh, Ghost Rider, really? Because I tried to watch the first film with Nicolas Cage. I knew of the character.
Well, it's a different one, isn't it? He was
Yeah.
Johnny Blaze, and this one's Robbie Reyes.
It's like this isn't going to work because it's going to be terrible. But it actually really fucking worked. And the special effects are actually quite
They're
good.
all right, considering that they've been put into a later time slot, so I assume their budget's been reduced. I would imagine. But then it's Disney, they can do what they want.
No, they've been put into a later time slot because it's a bit more fucking violent.
Now it is, yeah. But they usually say if you're going to be moved up, that means you're going to be cancelled. But it's Disney owns the place, so they could do what they want. I don't like the storyline of having a new director because no one knows Phil's alive. That's a stupid storyline. Just let everyone know he's alive. The only reason they've done that is so they can keep the movies and TV separate.
Yeah,
because you can't have Coulson go back into the movies now.
No.
So it's annoying because they keep saying it's connected, but it's not really. Turns out the director's an Inhuman, though.
Have we met him before? I know his face from something else. I'm sure.
Yeah, he's been in loads of things, but we haven't seen him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, it's that bit where he picks up May. Literally picks her up by the neck.
I know.
He throws her against the wall or something.
Whoa.
It's like, okay.
I like Ada. Ada's cool.
Oh, she's brilliant.
And she's trying to be truthful, but they can.
Yeah.
Well, most of my parts are from China. Canada. She's from Canada. But when she walks, Simmons walks in and goes, "Wow, I see why you've been spending so much time here. She's beautiful." And he goes, "Oh, is she? I haven't noticed." And he goes, "Well, clearly she's an android." And she's like, "Please tell me you know she's an android." Yeah, but how do you know? Please.
I did like that. And I really love the whole team. I think their dynamic is brilliant. It's written really well.
John Hannah's amazing.
He is. He's just slotted in, isn't he?
Yeah, I love him so much.
You know there's something going on the back of his head. There's got to be something naughty and devious going on
Well, I
there
don't know.
somewhere.
I think Ada's... She can't lie, so she just wants to protect people. I think... Because the rumour I saw at the beginning was she's going to go mental, do a Westworld and kill people.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think she's going to prove herself by being killed for somebody else.
Yes, taking a bullet.
Like for Fitz, for example.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen. Because she really likes Fitz, doesn't she?
Yeah. He likes her hands.
What?
He likes her hands. Oh, no, it's Phil that likes her hands, isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah. That's exquisite work.
Double amputee. Yeah, I like S.H.I.E.L.D. I was a bit with Daisy because it's taken a while for her to stop being a dick.
Well, they've made a big part of the team now. Phil was just like, right, you may not want us, but we need you, so fucking sort your life out and help us.
I think her and Robbie Reyes work really well together.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, because they're both outcasts.
But his brother's a penis.
Yes, he is a penis.
A complete utter penis.
I thought he was all innocent, but then it was like, fuck off, Quake.
Yeah, Quake, get out of my house. Okay,
bitch
all right,
boy.
Wheels, fuck you. You know, rude or what?
What a dick.
Yeah.
She was like, she was taken aback. She was like, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to admit, it's one of those moments where, huh? Did I just hear that? What the fuck?
What a knobhead.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really enjoying season 4. Obviously, I'm going to be slightly disappointed over Christmas when there's Christmas break because there's no Agent Carter again.
No, but the replacement show apparently is awful. I was going to start watching it. Everyone's just like, please don't tell me they cancelled Agent Carter for this pile of shit.
Yeah. What is it? Do you know?
Conviction. The trailer looked alright, but then when the first episode, I was going to watch it, and then all I saw were bad comments. I'm not wasting my time with this. I got enough to watch.
Yeah.
You know, I can't waste my life on something.
It's not the attitude, Lewis, is it? Not
It's
the attitude
awful.
at all, is it?
Star Wars Rebels came back, and fucking hell is it cool. They've jumped a few years,
Yeah.
and the main Jedi is blind, and he's got a nice beard now. And the young one that he's training is a bit older, and he was learning from a Sith holocron, so he was getting a bit dark. And then Darth Maul came and took it, and they wanted to see... He wanted to find something, so they had to get the Jedi holocron and the Sith holocron together so that they could see what they needed to find. So Ezra, all he wants is to defeat the Sith and the Empire. And Darth Maul, we don't know what he wants, but when they look at it, this thing, it goes all white, big blazing white, and Darth Maul says the words, "He's alive." And then Ezra says, "Twin sons." So he's obviously seeing Tatooine where Luke is, and that is the saviour of...
Yeah.
And Darth Maul wants to get Obi-Wan. And apparently they want Ewan McGregor to voice Obi-Wan in the Star Wars Rebels when they eventually find him. What the fuck? This series is so good. Like, they've been given... Like, it's a couple of characters that no one knows. Like, they're nobodies.
Yeah.
It's a new story, and he's just fucking destroyed it. He's just made some of the best things. It's like better than the prequel trilogy put together, all three films put together, what he's done with Rebels. You need to watch it.
Yeah, I'm working my way through Series 1 at the minute.
It doesn't really kick off until Season 2, I think.
Going slightly old
Lucifer.
school.
Have you seen that?
Oh, I love Lucifer. Oh,
Lucifer's
my God.
mum is
yes.
fucking brilliant.
I was going to go back on track on something else, but yes, Lucifer. Yeah, again, it took a little bit of time, I think, the first episode to go, it's like that
Mum?
that dodgy second album type thing, isn't it? You know, it's like, is this going to... Really? But I think it's working. And what's going on with Amenadiel?
Amenadiel.
Whatever it is. I can't remember his name.
He's losing his angel powers.
That's God.
But he's like, God will punish us all for this.
And he's being punished quite
I
badly.
don't know if he is... I don't know why Amenadiel would be punished, because Lucifer made a decision.
They're all God's children.
Yes, they are. It'd be quite cool if they sent Jesus down.
Yeah, let's not get too
more.
complicated about this. All right? I don't think he's in the original sort of comic-y, graphic-y, novel-y, comic-y novel things, is he, Jesus? No.
But then there's nothing like the comic.
No, I know.
I like the way that they keep saying Dad.
Yeah.
Dad. Or Dan might come in at some point and go, "Fuck are you all doing?" I like he was pushing her away, and then she said, "The reason I stood by and let him banish you is because he wanted to kill you."
Yeah.
And I convinced him to make you Warden of Hell. I'm like,
yeah.
It's quite a nice twist. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's still basically a cop show.
I'm annoyed that they brushed past the whole she's going to find out who he is, and then she decided not to test his blood. Because now she's just being the oblivious detective.
Yeah.
And he calls himself Lucifer for like, does she not think he's fucking mad? Like, even the psychologist should be reporting him. Because he's got this whole fucking fantasy world.
She knows he's really him.
No, she doesn't.
Does she not? I'm sure. I thought she'd caught on.
No. Because she says, "Oh, your dad."
Yeah.
And Amenadiel as well. When he goes and goes, "I've got a problem," and she thinks it's to do with his dick.
Yeah.
And he goes, "No." And you need to have a distraction, so he just gets pissed for a few days.
Yeah. It works for me, I tell you.
I really like Maze. Maze just wants to torture the fuck out of his mum.
Well, of anyone.
She's brilliant, and she's like, they had that girls' night out, and they get into a fucking bar fight,
Utterly
and she's
brilliant.
like, "Nobody calls my skank a skank. I'm gonna hurt her."
Yeah.
Yes, such a good show.
It is good, and I think it's going to get really, really much better. I don't know how, but
yeah, it doesn't feel like it's going to drop in quality, but then we don't know.
what they're going to do with Douchebag now they're getting divorced. Why's she got to find somewhere else to live?
She wants to move out of her mother's.
Yeah, but that suddenly came out of nowhere. And now they're looking for an apartment. And it's like, okay.
And she's going to live with Maze.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's going to happen, is it really?
No, I think it will, because it'd be really funny. Because she's like, "I kind of like your kid, you know, and you're not horrible, especially when you're drunk." So
yeah. And
she's just sitting at her desk like, "What the fuck?" Because she said she missed half an hour, and she went, "That's the missing half an hour."
We've all had those nights.
I like the lab tech woman. She's really cool.
Yeah, new different dynamic in the team.
I like it, and she's playing music, and Lucifer's just really likes her, and then he sort of goes for her in the lab.
She's a Christian.
And I know.
Very devout Christian.
So when when they talk about God, he's just like, oh, she's not talking to me either. It's just really weird. Because he's talking, he knows for a fact that there is a God and she's not sure. So it's quite nice dynamic. But I like the bit where she's playing music and he's like, he basically comes on to her and the detective's like, no, you can't sleep with her. Just a random comments as well. He says something like, when he gets a new phone, he said, this is more addictive than cocaine from a prostitute's navel. What the fuck?
To be fair, that is quite addictive. But yeah, it's a time in my life I don't like to talk about.
Oh yeah, because you are.
I know, I'm such a badass.
I know. Sorry, what were you going to say before I interrupted?
No, it's just something I saw last night. Now, this won't mean anything to you because you're a child.
It's not condescending.
They've put the first 4 episodes of one of my favourite things ever from TV on the BBC Store. It's a thing called The Adventure Game.
Nope.
People seem to believe it was the forerunner of Crystal Maze. They had 3 celebrities, proper real celebrities, not these fake ones as you get nowadays. And they were transported to Argon. I think, yes, Argon or Argond. I've watched it for 30 odd years, give me a break. And they had loads of puzzles to solve before they could go home. And if they didn't, they got right to if they did it and they got right to the end bit, the vortex, they could die, basically. Obviously, it didn't really die, but it was fucking brilliant.
Although I think they could do that now with people like Justin Bieber and actually kill him.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just drop him off a cliff. It was absolutely brilliant. One of the best things on TV. It ran for about 4 or 5 years, I seem to remember. Finished in 1986. I actually wrote into Jim will Fix It because I wanted to be on it. That's how good it was. All right. Thankfully, I didn't because I'd probably be in a lawsuit now. But it was brilliant. And you had real celebrities who had to use their brains to sort out problems, and they didn't get much help. And Moira Stewart was in it, bizarrely, before she became a face of BBC News. And it was really good. I believe it was on from what I read yesterday, because I don't remember really, I was too young. It was on a sort of Saturday morning slot. And then because loads and loads of people liked it, they bumped it up to an evening slot on BBC Two, which in those days was a good thing because there were only 3 channels. And it was just a big thing at the time. It was phenomenally huge. You don't really think about it now, but 30 years ago, it was more than that.
Well, I've never heard of it. So
it was one of the biggest things on TV. You know, it was one of those things people wanted to be on. And yeah, so there's only a few episodes in existence, I believe. I think the first 4 episodes of Series 1 still exist, and some random other ones. They might be on YouTube. Have a look on YouTube. But it's worth watching. It definitely is worth watching. It's just watching these people cry. What? And it's so simple. You know, there's a couple of special effects in it, but I remember it to this day, and it's phenomenal. That's my archive blast from the past for podcast number 8. Sorry.
I started watching Lethal Weapon as well, the new series.
I've heard of it. I don't know if I could sit through it.
No, you wouldn't like it.
I haven't seen the films.
It's fun. It's a fun show. It's one of those ones you can just stick on and you don't have to think. It's good fun. Damon Wayans is the Murtaugh. I don't know who Riggs is.
Is this another one of the Wayans brothers? How many are there?
Yeah. There's loads of them.
A trillion,
like
at last count, isn't it?
I kind of like it. It's good. It's just a bit of fun. There's nothing, and there's always a massive stunt in the middle of it. I don't know how they afford it because it's just mental stunt in the middle of the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you won't like it, but I'm just saying it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay.
You'll be happy about Suicide Squad. They're doing an extended version on Blu-ray. Yes.
Is it going to be like Ghostbusters with dance scenes?
No. No, I hope it's got more Joker in it, where you can see Harley Quinn and Joker's tortured relationship.
I didn't dislike Suicide Squad. I didn't dislike it.
Was cut. It was edited really badly.
It wasn't what I wanted it to be, and it wasn't as good as I hoped it would be.
I liked it, but the editing was poor.
Yeah. Very
poor, because they just cut fucking loads out. But I hope they just stick it all back in and make it a
10-hour version or something.
Well, you know, just
so
I don't know, just so it's a bit more. Because at the beginning it's all really fun, and then in the second half it's really dark. And I like the tonal shift, but it Do you know? It's got to be all. I don't know what I'm saying, but
For those of you that can't see this, obviously, because nobody can apart from me and Lewis, I just gave Lewis a look because he said the words tonal shift.
I'm not. Yeah, so
That's very good.
yeah,
Very impressive.
I do want to see the extended
You should
version.
do this for a living.
Oh yes, that'd be the best job ever, wouldn't it? So
Yeah,
I just hope they put more Joker in, just because I feel like Jared Leto's been shortchanged a bit.
Is it going to be released at the same time as the original version on Blu-ray and DVD? And
Well, it's going to be like
download?
both on the same disc or something. It's in December.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not too. Oh, just in time for Christmas. How
Well, I'll
exciting!
just buy it for myself.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm sure Mrs. Lewis would buy it for you if you asked her nicely. Put it on your Christmas list.
That's not how it works. Just don't buy me stuff. Just buy the kids stuff, don't you?
I don't know. I don't have any.
Uh-huh.
Although I do have 2 cats who we're going to spoil
Not
rotten.
the same.
Well, it is to me. They're my babies. They're wee babies. Yes. So, what's coming up, Lewis?
Don't know what is going on.
You're right.
iZombie starting. I don't know why it hasn't started yet. iZombie is one of my favourite shows. It's fucking brilliant. Like the humour in it is really good. But I think maybe because Supergirl has moved over to CW, they haven't started it. But it's on Netflix, so I'll be watching that. It's be January, February, like mid-season, I would imagine. January. Cool. It's really good, really cool. Have you seen iZombie?
No, I haven't. I have heard.
You really like it. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
It's fucking cool. Very good fun.
I don't tell zombies.
I'm watching Designated Survivor as well. That's a new show.
Who?
With Kiefer Sutherland. Designated Survivor. It's on Netflix.
I think I have heard of that as well because of Kiefer Sutherland being in it.
He becomes the president, even though he was like Secretary of Landscaping or something. And he's the last one left in the cabinet, so he has to take over in a crisis.
I'm in charge of pencils.
It's quite cool.
I'm president. Yeah.
It's like literally the worst person you could ever think of to become president. It's good though. Kiefer Sutherland. You like a bit. And it's got Maggie Q in it. She's awesome.
Cool.
You kick your head off.
There's a Jerry Anderson thing coming up. I know he's been dead for a while, but Firestorm, that's coming out in the new year.
Don't know what that is.
Not quite sure what it's about. I know I've got it ready to be there when it's available. And it's Jerry Anderson, so it's going to be fantastic anyway, because it usually is. Although the new Thunderbirds is a little bit in places, but I did quite like it, the ones I've seen.
I only watched one episode and I thought it was crap.
Oh, it's all right.
Crap.
But I like Jerry Anderson. We should do a Jerry Anderson special. I'll have to watch all the Thunderbirds and Stingray and Fireball XL5. Oh, you'll fucking love that. Christ.
I watched all that when I was a kid. I don't need to watch it again. I like the Captain Scarlet. That was my favourite one of all
the old one or the new one?
Dolls. I don't know.
New Captain Scarlet was a bit It was CGI.
Oh no, not that one. I don't even know there was a CGI.
Yeah, about 10 years ago, I think.
No.
Yeah, I did a CGI Captain Scarlet. It was all right. I watched a few episodes.
I'm watching that.
Thunderbirds is all right. The new one. But yeah, no, we should do Jerry Anderson. We should put some Jerry Anderson and Jerry Anderson special. There must be an anniversary of it somewhere along the line.
Sherlock's back in the new year, so hopefully that'll be good. And then the next series will be out in another 4 million years.
Oh, whatever. No, you won't have to worry about it now because Doctor Who's over for him.
Benedict Cumberbatch is Doctor Strange now, so it'll be Infinity Wars, which will be like which is 2018, I think. Marvel are just fucking destroying it. They've got 3 films coming out next year, and 2 shows on Netflix.
Yeah. And lots of shows on telly. Well, 1 anyway. Bless them.
Bless them.
Anyway, I think we've run out of steam.
Yes, we're done now. All gone.
The sigh of ending.
Next time will be, in 6 months or something.
Oh, don't be silly. We'll try and do one before Christmas.
Doctor Strange, you'll have to watch it then. And Star Wars is out in December, so we do one for that.
Ooh, yes. Yeah, definitely. We'll try and do a Christmassy one.
Yes, we'll talk about Christmassy things like Home Alone.
Because I'll be on I'll be on Christmas holidays now. I'm teaching again. Yay!
I get time off between Christmas and New Year because the factory's closed, so I'm just off.
Cool.
So maybe we could do it then, and we can talk about Christmas Doctor.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh, it's a date in your diaries, all 3 of you. Yes, give us a listen. Hopefully between Christmas and New Year. Although saying that, that's like 2 months away. Actually, it's not. No, it's the end of October, isn't it? It's only like a month, really. Just over a month.
Yeah, just over a month.
Yeah. So, well, on that bombshell,
See you later.
faithful followers, we will.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, let's be the first to wish you Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa, and all the other things. Anyway, bye.